Hello, everybody.
Hey,
Welcome once again to Tuesday night. We're going to be playing some Shadowrun, going through some Shadowrun missions. Happy Monday, happy Monday, or Tuesday, or Friday, or whatever day it is in the life and times of United States in 2021. I am your game master tonight, as always, Danny. And we are going to be we're at the tail end of all the shenaniganry for 0504. The team was bamboozled, if you will, by the foul one, who happily paid them more than they would have got paid. Right. So yeah, with that, we are going to get into some of this, what they want to do, how they want to go about getting better at the various things that they do. And with that, we're going to get it going. Is there anyone in particular that has a strong idea of what they want to do? So we can, we'll just kind of start there.
Satchel has an appointment with Dr. Tate that he would like to keep.
All right. So Satchel's got an appointment with Dr. Tate.
I mean, you're probably as it's in half burned, so I guess you can do like two things at the same time: get fixed and get upgraded. We all got melted by a spell, so
That's true. So this is actually going to be over a period of time, right? So presuming that nobody is murdering you, you're able to make it kind of out of that the Calumet area. You already talked to Lothan. You already know he's mad for what that's worth. Yeah, it's I mean, as long as you're not trying to go somewhere and fight more people, we can presume that you all head perhaps to either the Triangle or to the Maker Collective or anywhere safe and get both patched up medically through first aid and then magically healed. And then if anyone's still really hurt, you can always just hang out with Gertrude at her place for actual bona fide medical care and quickly heal. By the time our next mission is coming up, about a month or so will have passed. So there's definitely time for you to heal up and knock out some of the things you want to do. Such as go to see Dr. Tate. Eric Kirsch. Trying to remember Dr. Eric Kirsch's name. All right. So with that, we'll start with you, Satchel.
Hey, Gertrude, do you mind giving me a ride over to Dr. Tate's office?
Yeah, sure. Are you gonna need me to pick you up when you're done?
If you wouldn't mind, I just don't know how long it's going to take.
That's fine. You can always just give me a call when you need me to come get you. That's fine.
Why, thank you much.
All right. So with that, Gertrude picks you up, and the main clinic for kind of upgrading or adding cyberware is going to be at the vault, which is, of course, where there's the fighting pit, the market, and then the clinic itself. Most of the other clinics that are actually within the actual containment zone, such as the one that is actually running now over at the Brilliant Genesis Studios that you guys kind of went to and found the stuff from. Like there's a clinic running there, but they don't do it's just for, people to come in who are sick or injured. It's not a cyber clinic. But for you, the vault cyber, he's all set up.
Cool beans. Yeah, what? Oh, am I there yet?
If you have nothing to say to Gertrude when she picks you up, and nothing to
Oh,
say on the ride there,
oh, she picked me up. Oh, why? Hello. Why? Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
So what you
Is
been
there
up to?
not a whole lot. Keeping the kids in the neighborhood patched up, doing some repairs on Darcy, getting her back in ship shape, I think is the term.
If only Kaida had his book, printed it before he disappeared. Uh, yeah. Do. So, a lot of skin knees or whatnot. Is that what you're dealing with the kids?
Yes, I say kids. Not all of them are little. Some of them are medium littles, and some of them are big littles, which are adults. So yeah, some skin knees. The occasional graze from a bullet. Whatever's running around the neighborhood.
Oh, so a Tuesday. Gotcha.
Exactly. Yeah. What have you been up to?
Oh, watching samurai flicks. Oh, dude, they're so great. And yeah, I have a meeting with Dr. Tate coming up, so I'm just kind of nervous about going under the knife again. It's been a while, but yeah, I think it's time to get a little to get tougher skin. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah, sure. What was the last samurai flick you watched? A lot
Samurai.
interested.
It's,
Oh, it's called Samurai. Okay.
no, The Last Samurai is the last samurai
Oh,
flick I watched. Yeah, it like apparently some dude named Tom Cruise was a thing back in the day, and yeah, it seemed pretty legit.
cool.
everybody in these old flat trids, there's new stuff. There have been movies made since 2021.
True.
I think Black Widow still hasn't been released yet, but yeah.
Checks out.
So yeah. All right, I think we're here. Thanks.
All right. So with that, you arrive and pull into the parking lot there and let Satchel out. It's not super busy at the vault this particular day. So with that, you're going to head into the clinic there, Satchel, or anything you want to do before you go in?
That's just kind of like nervously and hurriedly goes into the just wants to get this over with as quickly as possible. So he's just kind of like trying to keep to himself, but get to where he's going.
Okay. So stepping into the clinic itself, like I said, it's not a super busy day. You can see some of the Destillation Angels over, kind of making sure that nobody's causing any trouble in the parking lot. There's a couple out in front of the market. You realize that there's not really one in front of the clinic. You're not sure if that's if that means anything or not, but what? Not really a big deal right now as you step in. The clerk at the desk looks up and he says, yeah, hi, can I help you today, sir?
Yes, I'm looking. I have an appointment with Dr. Tate at 12:30.
Appointment with Dr. Tate. Yeah, let me see. You're Mr. Satchel? Is that
Yes.
right?
Yeah, you got it right.
Oh, okay.
It's a family name. You don't have to worry about it.
Sure. I'm sorry. I don't mean to. Of course, it's your business. He types in, taps onto the augmented reality keyboard that's in front of him. Yes. So, if you could have a seat in the tap some more. Um, examination room 2, that's just down the hall there, second door on the left. It'll say EX2 over it.
Okay, so EX2. Got it. With that, Satchel, thanks. Thank you, clerk. What was your name?
Matthew.
Yeah, Matt. Thank you. That's a very strong name you got. And he just turns around and walks away.
It is a strong name because Matt Rath fights in the other thing. See, so but
Ooh.
all right. So you step into the examination room. It's your standard examination room. It's got the pseudo bed thing that kicks out where it raises your legs so you can lay on it with sort of like parchment paper rolled over the top of it. There's a chair next to it, so you don't have to sit on that if you don't want to. Of course, various instruments around the room. No computers that you can see. You imagine that probably whoever comes in has got whatever data pad or something with them. And you just kind of take a seat. It's a little cold. It's a little clinical. How does Satchel feel about sitting under the fluorescent lights waiting for a medical examination?
He is very nervous, but he's kind of like excited a little bit because this is the first like procedure that he's gotten that he chose. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, he's kind of looking forward to it, but he's also secretly kind of dreading it. But just like, fuck it, let's do this.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So a few moments pass and the door opens. A nurse walks in. She looks over. Yes. Hello, Satchel. Is it no last name to speak of?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
No last name.
She
It's kind of like Prince or. Never mind.
Prince who?
Just or the artist formerly known as Prince.
Sorry.
Okay, never mind.
I don't know him. But in any case, if you could sit there on the bed and just remove your shirt, please.
And Satchel sits on the bed and does so. Just removes his shirt.
All right. So with that, she kind of goes through the various motions, stethoscope, listen to your breathing, listen to your heart, blood pressure, temperature, all the sort of standard things. And then she brings out a device. You recognize it. You've seen it before. You've seen like at security stations and stuff, people have this. They scan people with it. You've never really been interested in being scanned by it when it's the cops, but I don't know, the nurse, maybe it's okay. As she aims it at you and then presses the button. And she kind of frowns and, you've had quite a bit of work done previously, Mr. Satchel. What sort of things are you looking for today?
I'm just trying to get some ortho skin.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Like
we'll have to.
How long does it take to recover?
The recovery process is generally not too long. You'll probably overnight here, but unless there's a complication, which there shouldn't be, not for something as simple as ortho skin. Unless there's a complication, you should be free to go tomorrow. Fit, right as rain.
Oh, that sounds great. And with that, he kind of like starts to relax a little bit. Now she makes it seem like it's not that big a deal. So he's kind of
Yeah, the ortho skin, it's I mean, it would suck if you know you weren't under, but it's not as invasive as some of the other surgeries, and um, it doesn't require man-machine interface, so the body tends to accept it a little bit easier. Have you had much BioWare installed? Looks like um, maybe a little bit. So, I mean, it'll be something similar maybe to that in terms of the body acceptance. I don't know if you've noticed when you received it says here internal air tank, like that probably felt a little odd for a while. But some of the other things that you received that might have been more BioWare, probably you felt a little bit more at ease, a little bit quicker, if you recall when those procedures were done.
Yeah, I mean, now that you think about it, I barely. Actually, no, I remember it a lot. Never mind. He says that he just started shaking a little bit.
Shut up, lady. I don't want to remember that. Yeah, so she kind of nods. All right, well, I think I have everything here. I'm going to show this to Dr. Tate, and then he'll come in with you and discuss exactly to what extent you would like to have your skin replaced with the ortho skin. And with that, she steps out of the room, leaving you under the lights.
Satchel takes out his comm link and he kind of sends a text message to Gertrude and Etienne and Nico, and just kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna be here for the night if you guys need me. Have fun.
All right.
All right, bonne chance, buddy. Good luck.
Thank you.
Gertrude sends the troll's thumbs up emoji, and then says, "Call me if you need a ride."
I will call you, maybe. No, definitely. I will definitely call you.
About 10 minutes maybe pass before Dr. Tate steps in. Dr. Tate, of course. Let's bump him out here real quick. Maybe. There we go. Yeah, so Dr. Martin Tate steps in and looking down at the chart and looks up at you. Yeah, hello, Mr. Satchel. Looking at your chart, it seems that we'll probably be able to go ahead and install the ortho skin that you're looking for. Now, at this clinic, we do offer both alpha and beta level replacements. That is going to cost a bit more, but it will be easier on the system.
Okay, well then let's go with the alpha. Or
Very well.
Yeah, the alpha, right? Or should I go with the beta? I'm not sure. Can you help me?
Well, I can attempt to explain what the difference is. So, beta is going to cost half again the standard fee, and the alpha level is going to cost maybe about 20% additional over the standard charge. The benefit is that it's easier on the system, and if you have more alphaware and especially more betaware, you tend to be able to, shall we say, do more. Seeing that you're actually pretty packed, I would recommend from here forward nothing less than alpha, and probably start thinking about replacing some of your older wear with alpha or beta, if you would. So in terms of game mechanics, alpha wear is only 80% of the essence loss. So if something were to cost 1 essence, it would only cost 0.8 essence. Beta wear is 0.7. There is delta wear that he has not offered, which is half of the essence cost. The cost multiplier is 1.2, 1.5 for beta wear, and then 2.5 for delta wear, which is not on offer here.
Because I don't want that shit anyway.
You do want that shit.
Okay.
But maybe not for ortho skin. All right. So with that, he points out. So we have in standard alpha and beta, we have 4 packages available. So the first is
and he just nervously says the most, not all of it. like number 4, right? Number 3, whichever one gives me the most ortho skin, and then he just kind of like sits there. Is now getting more nervous.
Very very well. The full package is 24,000 Nuyen standard. That is 36,000 if we are going to beta, and around 30,000 give or take if we are going alpha.
Well, then let us go alpha.
Yeah, very well. He takes a few notations down, and then finally jots some things, and then hands the pad over to you, and he says, if you could sign here, please.
He kind of like draws a bag, and he passes it back.
Interesting. Well, very good then. The nurse will be in here momentarily. She'll take you down to the operating room, and we'll prep you for the surgery.
No, thank you.
I will see you on the other side. And with that, he steps out.
And then I'm just like, I just spent all my money on skin. Is that a good idea? Please tell me it's a good idea, guys. In like the group chat.
I mean, it better be good skin, but...
I said all of it. I wanted all the skin.
It's not like somebody else's skin, right?
I have no idea. I just signed something, and I'm just like...
Skin is in, bro.
I don't know what that means, but...
You don't know what skin is in means?
None of all that conversation I understand, says Etienne in text.
I can tell you what skin is in mean, but is this an X-rated group chat?
I guess it.
I don't think I want to know right now, so let's say no.
Okay,
we'll talk about it later.
Suddenly, I cared less about what skin is in mean.
yeah, that's Etienne's way of seeing things. Like, nope, don't want to know.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. So what's everybody else doing? Is he just trying to like occupy the time before he gets knocked out?
Currently on the Matrix, trying things, exploring, and I think I found a new game that is going to sharpen my reflexes. Well, my mind reflexes, not the ones that I already have like boosted by mechanics. But
is it on the App Store?
No, I cannot do that. I don't do astral thing. It's just my wits. That's what I mean. Emoji pointing.
No, I mean your game. Is it on the App store. APPSTORE.
Oh, probably, but that's not where I got it.
All right, I'll leave you to it.
It's not really an app store per se. I mean, the Matrix is the Matrix. So,
This is what Satchel knows about the Matrix.
I mean,
Yeah.
if there were, Etienne would probably try to pirate the game more than pay for it.
Gotcha.
right. Okay. Interesting. One moment. Huh.
It wasn't me.
Maybe not. As we'll see. Okay. Yes. So a few moments later, the nurse comes in, has you lay back. She's got one of those what do you call that thing? They hang the the medical bags and stuff off of some suspension rig.
Hmm.
Gertrude, what's that called?
I don't know.
Roll medicine.
thing-
Find out.
The fluid hanger stand, Ivy stand. Pinkie Pie Stormtrooper says Ivy stand. I believe her.
IV stand.
Yeah,
I
if
believe
you
you
stand
too.
would make sense.
Okay. Hey, that's a NERPS for you, Pinkie Pie. All right. So yeah, she brings everything in, starts to hook you up to the intravenous. At this time, I would like you to roll a composure test.
Your test. Okay. Any modifiers?
No. The best thing to happen right now would be a glitch or critical glitch. That would be amazing.
So what? Believe.
What? What is this? 5. You get 6 dice. 5.
Nice.
Believe.
6, 2, 6, 5, 5, 5. You are so worried about freaking out that you just hold it all in. And she sticks you with the large IV needle, pulls the needle part out, leaves the stent in, and then hooks you up, has you lay down. Had you laid down before. She's got your blood pressure going. She's measuring a drip, and then you wake up. You're in a room. You're
He's
hooked
like
up.
looking at his hands.
Some diodes and stuff are hooked up to you. Looking at your hands, you don't really make a memory test, but I mean, I don't as long as the lines look sort of similar, I probably would not know that it was the same lines.
And submit. I'm gonna try it one more time. Memory submit.
1001, 1002. How long does it take to get there? There it is. Yeah, so no, you just those look like your hands. Same as they've always been.
Kind of like pinches him. He's kind of like
Pinching them now, you can feel there's a slightly different feel to it. A little bit harder, maybe, and just a little bit of sort of a rubber or a latex feel. Just a little bit. Mostly just because you're looking for it, but it's mostly okay. A few moments later, the door opens and Dr. Tate steps in. Ah, you're awake. How do you feel?
Remarkably normal. Thank you,
That's
Doc.
good.
Yeah.
So it's full coverage.
Is there like a warranty or something?
If the skin itself should fail through no fault of, should it fall off, certainly it is warranted. However, that is to say that if you get into an unfortunate situation and the skin is destroyed, that is not on the skin. It will protect you, but it is not steel. It's still skin. So be mindful of that. You can still suffer from punctures and contusions and other injuries. So,
Well, you should have told me that before Pedro opens my. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Thank you.
But with that said, he pulls out like just a regular hypodermic. And he says, "This, you'll need to tell any doctor that you have orthoskin because," and then he like jabs your skin with it, and the needle just bends.
Oh, nice. Do you think Neil, the orc barbarian, has orthoskin? You've seen that, right? You've seen that movie, right?
I have seen Neil, the Orc Barbarian. It is, I'm told, a classic of the genre. I'm certain he has some sort of skin replacement, whether that be dermal plating or orthoskin. Well, we're going to keep you in observation for another half hour. And after that, you are free to step out.
Why, thank you. And with that, he takes out his comms and he sends a text to Gertrude. Oh no, he calls Gertrude because she told him to call her. She told him to call her when he's about ready. Ring, 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 ring.
Yeah, Gertrude picks up fairly quickly, and you hear a hissing noise in the background.
Oh. Back? Like...
Yeah, no, I was just working on Darcy. What's up? Are you ready to be picked up?
Oh, yes. Yeah. I'm ready to be picked up, please.
Okay.
He said I can leave in about half an hour.
All right, then I will meet you out in front of the clinic. Does that work, or do you need help getting out of the clinic?
He kind of like moves his legs and see that they still work. He's like, oh, no, I think I'll be fine.
Okay. See you soon.
All right. Well, thanks. Bye.
All right. So with that, you are now at 0.45 essence, which is
not a lot of essence.
No. You'll probably need to replace things with alpha or betaware in order to get anything going on for that. But and you have +4 to your armor rating, which is really nice.
Dope.
And yeah, there you go. So of course, Gertrude picks you up, takes you back. Everything is just fine, hunky-dory. Gertrude, how have things been going with Darcy? I know that there's been some damage, and that you also may want to start looking into other improvements.
Yeah, so definitely working as much as I can on Darcy to get the bumps and scrapes out. cleaning the interior probably a few times, and it still smelled like cockatrice for at least a week after. And it just
it's a peculiar smell, you know. It's like,
and it's just in the leather. It's just everywhere.
Yeah.
And restocking the Valkyrie module. And then I would be looking for someone to help me to install some armor so that she can take a little bit more damage, and a couple of other like a morphing license plate and that sort of thing.
Okay. So let's start with just over time, some of the repairs that you can kind of do at home, if you will. So we've got an automotive shop, so you're good there. Working conditions are good. You have, we'll say that +1, +1, that, and your logic, 4, 2.
And I give Etienne a call, see if he wants to come over work on the car as well. If he's doing his own stuff, no problem.
Yeah, I'm kind of busy right now. I'm trying to learn a few things and tricks while we're off the job, you know. So I wish I could, but I don't know that I'm going to have the time right now. I got a meeting with someone soon, and I still haven't passed that level of my mind training game.
Right on. Next time.
Yeah, certainement.
Okie doke. So with that, what you can do is you can do an automotive mechanic extended test, which is going to be automotive mechanic and logic. So it's already set up for that. So this is extended. So every time you roll, it's about an 8-hour period of work. But we say it's about a day of work, and you can go until you basically run out of dice.
Okay.
You do start with +2 total.
In the modifiers, do I put just 2 or do I put +2?
You should just be able to put 2.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Oh, it's still counting for wounds. I should probably take that out.
Yeah, you should probably take your wounds out. And just click where it says physical damage track, and that'll bring it to 0.
Cool. Thank you.
That took me a minute because I was like, how do I turn the last one off? So that was 2 dice that you lost for that. So go ahead and add 3 to the next roll. Just we'll call it even that way.
All right.
Okay. Plus the next roll should be straight. Just the. All right, so that is 5 damage mended so far on the vehicle, and you still have -1, -2, all the way down to -6.
Okay.
Well, -6 is 0 dice. I don't know that I'd roll that.
So you said the next one is -1 or
-1.
-1. Okay.
Okay. -2. -3. Now, -4. Do you want to roll at -5?
I think I'm good. I think no way to stop right here.
Okay, so that's 7 of the 10. So that means you'll have to find somebody with a little more knowledge to do the other 3. It's just parts of it that you either don't have the right tools or the right knowledge to fix that part. So let's go ahead and take Darcy down from 10 to just 3. But she does look a lot better. Buffed out some of the weird sort of paint things that were there. And it took about a week to do all that. All told. What are you wanting to do about armor? Are you wanting to head down to the Maker Collective, or are you gonna take it somewhere else?
I'll probably go to the Maker Collective just because they seem like trustworthy folk.
Okay.
Instead of trying to find someone in the Yellow Pages.
Right. Awesome. Yeah, so you head down there. It's mostly the usual folk all around. And I imagine you're either going to Hardwire or to Crater.
Yeah, I'll probably start with Hardwire since Crater seems to always be working on a project, and I hate to bother him when he's working on his stuff.
Okay. Yeah, so Hardwire, he's there in his shop as always, hawking his various electronic hardware trinkets. Looks up. Oh, hi. It's Gertrude, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you need to see Crater, or are you looking for something else today?
So I'm looking for some armor for my van. You know how it is running around the zone. It can get a little
Yeah.
rough.
Are you just looking for just extra heavy plating, or are you looking for something that is concealed, or
Ideally something more concealed. Just,
ooh,
since
yeah,
I work with the kids in the neighborhood, I don't want to freak them out by driving a tank around,
right. So I mean, we'd totally be able to help you with just throwing some big plates on, but for something that's a little more specialized, let me think here. I know a guy. Yeah, I can connect you to him. Maybe you'll be able to. He's got a shop down by the docks, and pretty sure he's got the connection and the skills to get something like that taken care of for you.
Okay. Is it someone, it's someone that you're recommending, so I assume that's somebody that you at least have some modicum of trust for.
Yeah, he's worked with Crater on a few projects. He's got a pretty decent reputation for this sort of thing. I'm surprised. Maybe you don't know him, but you haven't actually been in Chicago that long, huh?
No, just got here a little while ago, up from the cast, so all of my
Oh, yeah,
contacts
yeah,
are very far away.
yeah. I'll give him a call. He taps in some stuff on his comm link. He's talking quietly, and he nods, and then he turns and he kind of flips you a incoming message. It's the guy's number. It says Goober, and then it has a number. Yeah, so give him a call. Set up, I guess, a time to come in and drop the van off, and he'll probably be able to take care of you. I'd be surprised if he can't.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. And if you need anything else, we've got what we've got.
Yeah, I was actually. Do you have any of those off-road tires?
You know who would know that is what's his name back in the back? Morton. He'd know.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's not something I'd have. It's not something we'd have to build, right? It's just you just need some.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Morton will know. He's in charge of all just the extra miscellaneous stuff. So
Yeah, y'all don't do as much mudding around here as where I'm from, so.
I suppose we don't.
You get on your big tires and you drive through a field full of mud.
Okay, why would you do?
Because you drive really fast, and it's real fun to scare some of the wildlife before they go back to grazing. It's a thing that teenagers do.
Sounds like a blast. um, I'll leave you to it. Yeah. So Morton in the back, as you approach, he's looks like he's counting over the books, whatever the books are for Morton back there. He does not notice you walk up.
I stand there for a couple of seconds, and when it's very apparent that he's very absorbed in what he's doing, that I will like knock on a door frame or a wall or something like that.
Oh, yes. Hello, hi. What can I do for you?
Hey, so Hardwire sent me over. He said that you might have a lead on some off-road tires for my GMC Endurance.
Off-road tires. Let's see. He gets back to the stack he was looking at, and he kind of flips through a few more. Let's tires. We've got some tires. Tires. All right, I'm gonna have to roll some dice. Huh. We've got off-road. No, doesn't look like we've got off-road. I've got some. I think those are racing tires, which are kind of the opposite of what you want, if I'm correct. And then we've got these run flats, but we do not have anything for just off-road specifically. Not a lot of off-roading in Chicago proper, I think, back when it was running, and that's mostly where we get all of our inventory.
That makes sense. I might be interested in those run flats, though. That might be a good compromise.
Certainly, yeah. We've got a bunch. We might even be able to find matching brands. Let me go take a look. What's the size of your vehicle?
That's a GMC Endurance.
Okay. It's a van. All right. So he heads in the back, tools around. 5 minutes later, he kind of comes out. Yeah, I got 4 run flats for you. It's gonna be 800 million for the lot, and assuming you're not running dualies in the back.
No, not right now, anyway.
Okay, yeah. So that's it's 800 for the lot. They're not brand new. Brand new would be a little bit more, but they're in good condition. If you have a problem with them at all, we're here. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'll
All right.
send the cash over.
So with that, you have the run flat tires and a phone number, com code.
Awesome.
Let's move to, for just a little bit here, Duryea.
Yes.
Nico has 7,000 Nuyen. That is a lot of money. That's
Right.
more money than Nico has ever had at one time in his life. Now, you're a college student living on ramen noodles every day because that's all you
Nico
can
goes to
afford.
college? Okay.
And no. I'm just trying to, find an analogy here.
Right.
And you're not actually living in your own apartment. You're like bunked up with a friend on his couch. That is basically Nico's living situation. Suddenly, you get $7,000 and the promise that more is probably on the way now that you've discovered this insane way of making money through OnlyFans.
Why the analogy? Like I know what game we're playing.
For everybody, you had nothing, you got money.
All right, I'll follow.
So what do you do?
Well, he wants to move into Kaida's place because if someone doesn't, then they're going to trash all the stuff and put it on the street.
Okay.
Now that he has money to pay the rent. And there's all the magical stuff in there that he recognizes from training.
All right. That's doable. Take a look here. Okay. So that's just it's a low. It's not a it's up from squatter, which is good. And it's better. And like you said, he's got all that stuff there. So you're gonna probably need to talk to somebody over in the triangle to make that happen.
Okay.
And you know that Etienne lives in the triangle.
Okay. But he's not who I need to talk to. Right?
No, but I don't think you know who necessarily to talk to.
Okay. Okay.
Because you're not Nico's not in with the Angels.
But the Angels are the people who he wants to be in with, right?
He would want to be in with them. I mean,
that's the gang he was trying to get in with.
No, that's the
It's not the Desolation Angels.
The Desolation Angels are an actual real gang.
This is the gang that I was trying to get in was the girls, the ladies, right?
No, Dangerous Crew.
The Dangerous Crew, they're the ones at the collective. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm old. All right. So I guess I'll go see Etienne. Hey.
So do you call him? Do you show up at his garage?
Show up at his garage.
All right. It takes a few minutes of you knocking at the door for him to show up, and his hair all messy and his clothes are too. And he's like, hey man, are you doing something going on?
Yeah. I wanna rent out Kaida's apartment before they throw his stuff out on the street, but I don't know who to talk to.
I mean, yeah, I don't exactly know what kind of arrangement he had made with the people around here, as far as if he's still paying it now that he's gone, or but we can, that can be possible if he's not using it or paying rent right now. They would probably let you move in.
Awesome.
It's yeah, give me a minute to get straightened up. I've been in the Matrix for he looks in the air, he's like, oh, long time. All right, I'll be right back. And he comes out with his usual get up a few minutes later. And Thomas doesn't know who to talk to, but I guess Etienne would.
Yeah, the Angels pretty much run this block, this whole area. So it would probably be someone in the Angels, or they would know exactly who to talk to.
All right. Well, he's gonna find one of the members of the Angel that he knows is not like just the just newbie bottom of the gang grunt to talk to, and we'll go from there.
Yeah. So heading over towards so they have their sort of their clubhouse, which is next to the shelter.
Yeah.
Because getting too close to the shelter always sort of raises eyebrows, and you try to avoid that. But
Yeah.
next door, where the clubhouse is, you're around there all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Today we've got looks like Cyntha is there, and she's hanging out with both Kaisi and this other elf that you kind of remember but don't really like, haven't seen her as often around. Kaisi, of course, hang out with on the regular, and then Cyntha's kind of mean.
Yeah. Still gonna be polite. He's gonna knock on the door frame. He's like, "Hey, Angels, how is it going?"
Hi, Charlie. Oh, wait, that's not right. Hi, Etienne.
Hey, I got a few questions regarding lodging for my buddy here. You know who I can talk to you to about that? Wondering what's going on with Kaida's old apartment, if he still hangs around there or not.
Kaisi turns to the others and just kind of says, I'll take care of this. And so the two of them, Nixie and Cyntha, the elf, and Cyntha, just kind of stand over the side and resume their talk. Every once in a while, Cyntha throwing shade glances over your way.
Etienne's gonna do the awkward like and go to his discussion like, "Hey, hello, I can see the shade, but I'm not gonna address it because I'm too awkward for that."
Yeah. Nixie smiles though, seems genuine, or she's really practiced at it. So yeah, Kaisi, come on in over here. And she kind of hops around this desk. Let's see. There's here it is. She pulls out a little data chip, slots it. Kaida. All right. So Kaida was staying in one of the houses back behind. And it looks like it's been a little over a month since he paid up, so he's behind. We haven't done anything yet. We haven't taken anything out of there, and we wouldn't for at least another month or so.
Okay. Well, we don't really know what he's up to. Appears he ran off on his own, doing his thing. But my friend here was under his tutelage. Is that the right
I'm
word?
his apprentice.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm his apprentice.
Okay, so
So he would want to like, well, resign in the apartment.
I want to gain residence in my place of study.
Yeah,
acquire his living quarters.
That's a weird way to phrase it, but yeah, that's.
This is just how adults talk. I know. I've been watching.
Oh, he turns and look at him. He's like, okay.
So this is Kaida's apprentice, she asks Etienne.
Yeah. And since Kaida basically just went out and went to do his own thing, he's been hanging around with Gertrude, Satchel, and I.
It wasn't really, I wasn't hanging around. I was employed as a gang liaison.
Yeah. Anyway, we did work together, and he's good for the money. He needs a place to stay, and since he knows Kaida, I figured might as well, at least he can hold the fort. As I said, he's good for the money, so he can hold down the fort. Won't have to send me there to turn off the water pipes and power and shit.
Okay. Well, if you're vouching, then I don't see a problem with it.
And he turns to what's his name again? I keep forgetting. Nico, and he's like, I'm vouching, and he takes a serious face. He's like, I'm vouching for you. Don't maybe regret that.
Eyebrow. See, I've been working on my eyebrow.
That's good, but that's not an answer. So we good?
Kaida internally is very upset by the questioning in public, but Nico? he says, I'm sorry, yes, Nico, but he's been practicing his adulting. So he just says, understood.
Okay.
And there's like a very, very low inaudible.
Sian is aware that he's probably not happy about that, but it's something he had to do. So he turns back to Kaizin. He's like, yeah, I vouch for him. We're good.
Okay. So if you've got just bring by 2K and I will give you the key.
Well, let's just handle that now then.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll get the key. She turns, goes, grabs the key, returns with the key. It is, I think it is a number. So if you go out to the right and then make a right down this side street, you'll then have to kind of like do that little half diagonal thing. It's 1177. It is like the third or fourth house on the right.
Yeah, I can bring him there. I've been there.
Yeah.
I studied there.
Oh,
of course. Yeah, sure. Great. So here's the key. You slot the cred, and now you have access to Kaida's DOS.
It's been a pleasure doing business with you, other adult. I look forward to doing this in the future. And then I reach out my hand.
She nods and shakes your hand.
And then I look at you and say, now we shall depart.
No, we shall.
Have a great day. And see you later, Etienne.
Nice, see you later.
And then once we're a little bit away, I'm like, dude, that was so good at adulting, wasn't I? You were impressed. You were impressed.
You were. Speaking of adulting, I'm going to go with you in that house, and we're going to go over the main things, where the fuse box is, where the main water line is,
awesome.
And all these important things to know when you move into a new place.
Awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go. What's in the days before this call and the days after? What has Etienne been up to?
There's quite a list of things that Etienne wants to do. Etienne has been spending a lot of time in the Matrix trying to sharpen his mind, and by which I mean I'm trying to bump up his intuition from 3 to 4, and maybe some perception skills that I've been lacking so very much.
Okay. I would say that enough time has passed that both of those are expenditures you can make with karma.
Okay. I will get to that. And the other things he wants to do were he wanted to talk to Becky 99. I didn't mess up that name again.
No, you didn't.
Because she mentioned knowing neo-anarchists in the surroundings, so you wanted to make contact with them. And also spend some money on drones. more precisely, Evo Proletarian to help him do his stuff.
Okay.
And learn how to drive it. So that's other karma expenditures.
So we'll do the Becky thing later.
Okay.
What exactly are you looking for in terms of drones?
The Evo Proletarian. It's a little rolling drone that has an arm and is basically good at engineering and stuff. So just want him to have a little engineer buddy.
Little engineer friend.
Yeah.
Got it. Let me take a look here. Dun, dun, dun. Oops.
It's a small drone that can be found in Rigor 5, page 132.
Yep, I see it. There is a chance you could find it in the Maker Collective. Otherwise, you're probably going to need to find somebody who deals in drones. Let's see here. And you have some connections that could probably lead you in the right direction at least. So there's that. If you can't find it at the Maker Collective.
Well, I'll start with the Maker Collective then, since I already know people there. And if that doesn't work, maybe they can point me in the right direction, or if not, I can talk to my people.
Okay. So off to the Maker Collective. Probably Hardwire is the one you want to talk to for this. So yeah, there you are.
Okay, I guess I got to ride with one of those going there for other business.
Yeah, getting around is not too difficult.
Yeah.
You figure out a way.
Don't want to bother Gertrude. She's busy fixing Darcy, so.
It's one thing when we're on mission. It's another thing when I'm just calling her randomly to
hey, and you're right. I'm like, she's like, come on, man, I'm in the middle of something. Oh,
I'm in the middle of surgery. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I guess I'll wait then.
Yes, if somebody's open on your operating table, I'll wait.
Oh, God. Okay. So, yeah, he walks in. He's like, hey, Hardwire.
Hey, what's going on, man? How's that agent working out for you?
Good. Doing a real good job. Just patching everywhere. I am not good enough to do what I need to do.
Cool. Yeah, what are you looking for today? You're not usually here to browse. You usually know exactly what you want.
Yeah. I mean, I've been working a little bit here and there, back with the Angel and stuff, and I could use, speaking of the agent, I could use a friend for something else. You know, these little Evo drone with the arm, they have like tools on them and they can do things for you. The Proletarian?
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Let's see. It's it's a little guy.
It's fairly little.
Wheeled or tracked, right?
Yep.
Yeah, let's see here. I think that's not looking good.
Ah, crap.
We had not that model, not the evil one. We had one that was SK, but I think I sold that last week.
No, all right.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, I know, like, I came here because Yeah, we do good business usually.
Hey, you know who would have one?
Yeah, no.
Your friend Gertrude was here, and she was looking for some more high end work on the van, and I told her to go see this guy Goober. He's a mechanic down over by the docks, and he he deals in this kind of like it's his thing. Like he likes tooling around with drones. He likes it's kind of his deal, I guess. So I can get you in contact with him. We can actually even ask him if he has one now before we even bother with it, I guess.
That could be nice. Did you you send Gertrude to him? When was that? I mean, you think she's there? If I could go with her, like it could be like easier, and we can maybe get a good price if we buy in bulk.
But maybe yeah. Just well, she was here I think yesterday. Pretty sure it was yesterday. So you could I guess check with her and see if she's around or not.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll give her a call. In the meantime, if you would, but if you can ping him and ask him if he has that, that'd be
Yeah, I definitely can. Let me get right back to you. And with that, he shoots out a message.
At that point, we just both stare in space because we're both communicating through the matrix.
Right.
So Etienne gonna send a message to Gertrude. He's like, "Hey, Gertrude, I'm at Hardwire, and he told me that you were he put you in contact with a drone guy. You think you could have you been there already? Because I would have gear that I want to buy from him."
No, I haven't had a chance to go down there yet. He's down by the docks, so I'd love to have a friend.
All right, yeah, be happy to go there with you.
All right.
I am at the Makers Collective. I can move somewhere else if you want to pick me up somewhere closer to your route.
I think do I have to go past the Makers Collective to get to the docks anyway?
It's not out of the way.
Okay.
Like you wouldn't have to, but it's not out of the way.
Yeah, I can just grab you if you want to go. If you want to go down there today, I can just pick you up on the way.
That'd be great. Ping me when you're here, and I'll be at the front door.
Sounds good.
All right.
Before leaving Hardwire, he turns back to him. He's like, "Well, apparently we're gonna go there right now. Did you hear back from him yet?"
Yeah, he says he's got the Evo, he's got the SK model, and he said if you're looking for other things, he's got that too. So yeah, he's got what you're looking for.
Cool.
SK.
Before I go, do you think would you have a small TRID projector that you have laying around that I could get from you?
A TRID projector, blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got one of those. Let me just double check. I think I got plenty of those actually.
I'd take 2.
Okay. So we got what do you need it for? I mean, just like because we got the cheap one, but you don't want to knock that around at all. And then we've got your standard, and then
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm probably gonna end up like putting it on the drone or something like that. So
yeah, you probably want to go with something a little heavier duty then. So we've got this one, this Horizon deal with well, it's got the reinforced casing, so it's 250 per.
All right, give me 2 of those.
All right, sure thing. And so he stacks up 2 boxes of TRID projector.
All right, thank you.
All right, awesome.
That'd be an even 5. There you go. Thank you.
And have a great day. We'll see you the next time you come around.
Yeah. Probably sooner than later.
All right. Chris, is there anything else that Satchel was wanting to do? I mean, you don't have a whole lot of money left, but muted. You want to get new vocal cords?
That's quite expensive, though. So.
Yeah. Satchel is chilling at home, watching movies and practicing what he sees on in all these old kung fu and samurai flicks.
Okay, sounds good.
And newer ones, since apparently movies are a thing now.
Yeah, they've been a thing for a minute. Before we get to head over to Goobers, for Nico, did you want to talk to Lothan? Dre?
Sure.
All right. So basically, when you had talked to Dr. Kirsch, he had mentioned that there was somebody that did some sort of training for various mages and stuff. And just kind of asking around a little bit, you heard that the person to talk to is Lothan, and it's to get into this sort of a magical group, if you will, magical study group known as the Ash Union.
Okay.
Heading over to, you spend a day making your way over that direction. And
what, I'm walking?
I don't know. You gotta ride.
I can't levitate, so I guess not.
So heading over there, yeah, I mean, for you, it's walking is a thing that you've done a lot.
Yes, I can in fact walk. You're correct.
Though, like with your baller money, you could probably buy a Vespa.
What's a Vespa? Like a scooter?
Yeah, like a scooter.
I'm a gang liaison. I would never. No.
You could soup it up.
That would be no matter what gang I'm trying to get into, that would be career death. Suicide.
Remind me at the end of the session, I will tell you about the most badass Vespa ever. All right, so yeah, so you make your way that direction. It takes you a few hours, but you get there into Miller's Pub and head on down the steps.
Okay.
As you walk in, is that you for real? Huh?
What do you mean?
Not here in just your spirit form. That was a pretty good trick, though. Not a lot of folks do that.
Well, I was trained by the best, sir.
I've never trained you.
Exactly.
Exactly.
What
do you want?
Well, I came here because, I met these really awesome dudes, and they told me about this thing, and I would have gone to them because they're just so awesome. But they said that they couldn't do it because we are not the same. I forget the word they used. So I guess I come to ask you, because besides Kaida, you're the only other magic person that I really know. So I want to initiate.
Oh, I see. So you talked to some high up fluting wizard folk, and they told you about the greater powers, and now you want those for yourself. Do you think you can handle it? That kind of power?
Do I think that I can handle that kind of power? Well, I guess the other option would be to just...
The answer is yes. You say yes.
Yes. Yes, I can. Yeah, when people ask questions, usually they want answers. Yes.
Okay. Not a lot of mages in the zone, as you yourself have surmised.
Surmised?
those of us who are here, we have kind of banded together a bit to assist each other. Now, I am also a hermetic. It's just what I probably is the disparity there. So I would not tutor you directly, which is fine because I don't want to. You would drive me absolutely up the wall. So we will be able to find someone to work with you, to show you the deeper secrets, to help you initiate, as you will. It's a big word, by the way. Surprised you know it.
I'm surprised you think you could drive yourself up a wall. I guess you've been working out.
That's not any kind of an insult or comeback at all. That
it's absolutely an insult.
No, it was not.
It was an insult. Only fit people can drive themselves up walls.
Do you have to practice to be this dense? Like, is that something you do in your off time? It's just like you just sit there and you think, what can I say that won't make any sense? And then I'll just say it and look at everybody like it makes sense.
Kind of like you just threw the word surmise in an unnecessary sentence.
It's 500 million a month.
There you go. Back on track. Well, how many months is this going to take?
Well, you're going to be part of the group. So being part of the group is 500 a month. The first initiation takes, normally on average takes about a month of prep, and then the journey to the meta planes, return processing. So probably about 2-3 months for you, I think. Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's one. All right. This is a one-time payment or a monthly payment? Because sometimes when you pay things in a bulk, they give you like a little discount. Like if you're getting a Netflix account and you buy it.
These are the dues.
Oh, okay.
Because there's all kinds of things that go into this. We're gonna be making sure that you have all of the materials, all of the foci, all the things.
But you know, if you pay for like the whole year, they deduce a little bit so that it's more affordable. You guys don't do that here?
I'll give you a yearly package at let's see, 13 grand. How's that sound?
Do you guys do like layaway plans?
Sure, you can pay it in installments of 4,000 and then pay the last 1,000 at the end of the year. How's that sound? 13 grand.
Wait, but that's not at all 13 grand. That's 5 grand.
What?
You said pay 4,000 and then pay the last 1,000 at the end of the year. That's 5,000.
4,000.
I'll take it.
Installments. Okay, 13 grand. Got it.
No. I'll take the 4,000 now and the 1,000 later in the year.
No, I said 4,000 installments every 3 months. 4,000. All right, I'll cut you a deal. 7,000 total. 4,000, 3,000. How's that sound? Or you could just pay 500 a month.
Well, how about I'll start it for 5,000 times 12. Carry the 5. I didn't go to school. I grew up on the streets. Round it to the nearest 10th. Okay, 500 a month will do. I guess do
the 500
because I just realized that 7,000 is more than 500.
All right. Okay.
People on the streets, man.
Where are you staying these days?
Why are you going to ask me out?
Where are you staying these days?
In an apartment.
in an apartment in the
zone.
Zone.
I actually don't know the answer, Danny.
You just tell him the triangle.
Okay, the triangle.
Yeah.
Like that was me not knowing what to say.
Send a text message to Etienne. What's the name of the place again?
That wasn't at all. That wasn't Nico. That was Duryea being like, I don't know where I live. Thank you.
Okay, so yeah. All right. Well, someone will be there shortly.
At my house. Oh goodness, I have to clean up and then put on some tea. All right, I gotta go.
Good.
Hey, by the way. No, I don't think I can say that. Never mind. Have a good day. Just run away.
Thanks.
There was an insult coming, but I don't know if it was like safe for the network that we're on, so I didn't just say it.
All right.
I don't want to get everybody in trouble.
So back at your place, eventually, the next night, you do get a visitation, if you will, as a spirit sort of manifests.
Oh God.
It's a humanoid, sort of kind of like just overly muscled. You are Nico.
Nico, I am.
Come with me, please.
Okay.
And with that, he leads you on a journey. Talk about what this journey is later, but leads you on a journey.
Okay. That's all I get to know.
It's a thing. So we will come back to that at another time. And we'll come back to everything else at another time as well, as we're going to take 10 minutes. We'll come back. We'll see if Goober can fix the rest of Darcy and boys he may have for them. And then there will be a phone or a comm call. 10 minutes. We'll be back. See ya. And we are back. Gertrude is picking up Etienne from the Makers Collective, and have you haven't called Goober yet? You weren't sure how long it was going to take to get there, if you were going to have to wait on Etienne. So
yeah, I figure once I'll do like a text to speech, like while I'm driving. And so it will say something like on my say instead of on my way, because I've got music in the background or something like that. So there's also lyrics that come after my message. And then I'll meet Etienne out front.
Okay. Yeah, so you get a message back. It just says, sure thing, I'm here. And you're basically headed to the docks, kind of north of the Navy Pier. And a little bit north of the waterworks, the water utility. Sorry, I'm trying to grab a thing. There it is.
So Etienne, I got this person, Goober's number, and I haven't had a chance to give them a call yet to ask about what I'm looking for. So I figure we can do that while we're on the way over there.
Why? I was just at the Hardwire, and he asked him for me, and apparently he has what I need. But if you want, we can call him while we're driving there. Yeah.
Yeah, just to let him. Does he know that you're coming?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I don't like to surprise people.
Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah, you should know. I mean, Hardwire told him that I was going to go there and that I wanted a proletarian. So
That's
So, yeah.
probably a strong assumption. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, something that Etienne would do. So it's like, but if you want to, I mean, I don't have his number. It was all through Hardwire. But if you want to call him, or if you want me to call him while you're driving,
Yeah, sure, that works.
okay. If you can sling me his com code, I'll do it. I hope he won't be too surprised by that. I don't think he's seen my face. He just knows that someone's coming.
Yeah, so I'll send the contact over that I got from Hardwire.
All right. So, you have contact information. You giving him a buzz?
Yeah.
Hey, who's this? Don't recognize this phone.
Yeah. Name is Etienne. I'm calling on behalf of Gertrude.
Okay.
We're on our way to meet you for our van, for our trucks. You said it was repair, right? And mods too, right?
Yeah. Hardwire gave me the number.
I've got my
from our warrior.
Yeah. I've got my bait and tackle shop up here. Just come on by, and we'll hook you up with everything you need.
Bait and tackle. Okay.
Yeah. I like to go fishing, you know.
Okay. Etienne is gonna.
I got boats.
Okay. Etienne is gonna do a judge intention, trying to understand what's going on here.
I mean, he sounds like.
Wait, that's not.
You did. Like, damn, I did good.
I did good.
Maybe too good.
Yeah, that's more like it.
It sounds like a guy with a bait and tackle shop.
Okay. And Hardwire did call you about someone coming to pick up a proletarian, right?
That young whippersnapper from the Maker Collective, yeah, he called. I got what you need. The Evo Proletariat, or I got the SK Model 2. It's got the little arm on it and everything.
Okay, well, we're on our way.
Great, I'll see you when you get here.
Yeah. And he hangs up, and he's like, did Hardwire send us to a bait shop? And he replays the conversation like on his speaker on this deck, and he's like, this is what?
Hardwire said that he could get things that Hardwire couldn't get. So
yeah, and even said he has a proletarian, but a bait shop? I don't.
Maybe things fall off boats and he's there to catch them?
I guess. This is weird, Kiss. Okay, let's go. I'm curious to see. Like, do you think that was code or something? He's trying not to be like.
I mean, maybe it's both. Like, maybe he likes fishing and also likes hard to find things.
Well, I guess. It's,
I don't know. I've never driven a boat. That's exciting.
Yeah, no, me neither. Water is dangerous where I'm from. Well, I guess we'll see.
Always fun when your players do a little foreshadowing for themselves. Yeah. It takes about half an hour or more. You're actually kind of in the Lincoln district of Chicago, where a lot of the museums and conservatories are, and there's a few very nice boat harbors that are protected from the lake by some of I want to say they're man-made actually, but where Highway 41 kind of runs along the coast of the lake. Weird to say coast of a lake, but it's a big enough lake that it's coast. And yeah, you turn in. It's not actually in the containment zone. It is just north of the containment zone. Like, I want to say, I don't think it's in. Is it? No, it is not. No, it is. Sorry, I was looking at a different line. So it is in the containment zone, just under the north border boundary line. You get to there's a park. You kind of turn down a road, Cannon Drive, and you eventually get to a parking lot, which shows it's like right on the water. You can see several boats kind of moored along several ratty, broken piers. Most of the boats are not boats that you think you would trust. Some of them, but just down the boardwalk there is a shop. It's a building. It's a building. Definitely a building.
I mean, I guess that's it, right? That's what.
I mean, that's what the map says. Yeah.
Okay, let's. I'm gonna bring the gun just to be safe.
It seems like a good move.
Yeah,
Showing up with the blick.
it's probably not a bad move. So yeah. Let me get this image in here for you guys. I probably could have done this ahead of time. Horrible game master. But as you're kind of walking up to the building, you can hear the sound of some sort of large machinery, shop machinery, perhaps. But the sign on the door definitely says bait and tackle. Definitely that's what it says. It doesn't say garage or boat garage. It says Goober's B&T, bait and tackle. B&T stands for bait and tackle. 100%.
It says B&T? Yeah. Okay.
He said it was a bait and tackle shop, so
yeah, no, we're at the right place. I'm just not exactly sure, like, what.
Well,
yeah.
we're either going to get vehicle repairs and a drone or some creepy worms.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I could get a nice cap. All right, that's
APSDS or whatever it's called.
But APDS, like the ammo?
Yeah. Fuck the worms.
It's a different kind of fishing.
Fishing with dynamites and shit.
That is a true statement. It is a different type of fishing.
We'll make sure to lock Darcy up before we head inside.
Sure. Yeah, so you walk up, and as you look, you can see that one side of this building, there's a door. You can look inside. There's lots of various racks and stands, and it might be a bait and tackle shop. But the other half of the building is definitely a garage.
Oh, and that's reassuring.
Just start looking for Huber.
All right. Let's give this to you guys. And like this. Pretty place. That ought to do it. All right, so there you go. There's a like I said, it's the red circle there is right on the water. In fact, back when this wasn't containment zone, you probably weren't supposed to drive up to this building at all. But obviously people have. There's a car on one side of the building. There's a vehicle in the garage up on a hydraulic lift. And as you're looking for Goober, you do hear somebody just kind of
That kind of sounds like the voice of the phone. It's
I'm just gonna hang on. It's a good day. I'm saying fan. If I say yeah, go get it.
how long is Daddy gonna go if we just don't say anything?
And punching on that phone, it won't say that husky phone tape.
Okay. Did you follow the little voice singing?
What was that?
And we follow the sound from where.
Yeah. So you enter into so you come around the garage, and he's over by a rack of tools, and it looks like he's just kind of going through the various items he has there, probably looking for something specific, and just singing to himself.
Do you tap him? Does he have his earphones in? What?
There are no earphones, as you can see. He does have a cybernetic left arm, that you can tell, and he's got a tool belt. His cap, you don't necessarily see his face just yet, but when you do, he has ocular enhancements on his eyes, so not quite the same as Cyber Eyes, but they provide the same functionality as Cyber Eyes, and then some. So, yeah.
Oh,
hey, Mr. Goober.
So, hey, whoa, wow! Don't sneak up on a guy like that. What can I do for you?
We called a few minutes ago regarding repairs for a van and potentially upgrades in the drone.
Right. Yeah. You wouldn't happen to have a ball peen hammer, would you?
You have any turns to Gertrude? Pardon. I'm sorry. What?
Never mind. Why would you carry one of them on you? I was just looking for it, trying to find it in the back here. But let's get you guys squared away. So first of all, you're looking for the Evo Proletariat, right? Come on over here.
All right.
He takes you kind of around the side. There's several drones, just some hanging off of hooks on the ceiling. There's several on the ground. So let's there it is. And then you see this Evo Proletariat kind of wheel out. It's on 4 little wheels. This is not a tracked version. And it's got just this little mechanical arm with a few appendages on it so that it can grip, grasp, and do little fine-tuned work. And there it is.
Okay, yeah, that was pretty much what I was looking for. Is there any known difference between the Evo version and the other one from Seder Crop? What's the, in your expert opinion? I mean, the version I used to work back at home was I think it's out of manufacturing. It was the Catco version, but they don't do those anymore.
If you use the Catco version, then you're probably going to want to just get the Evo, because it's pretty much equal on point, same operating system and user interface. So it'd be a little bit easier for you to get used to it, I think.
Oh, okay.
Functionality's about the same anyway. Depends on what you're looking for. I think the SK's got a little bit further of a reach to get into the back places, but not as much fine manipulation on the hand. So
yeah, no, okay. The Evo should do the trick.
right. So the Evo, let's see here. I got this one. I think I'm willing to part with it for. Since I still got the SK, four and a half.
4.5.
4.5. What'd you think about that?
That's not bad. Those I got before when I was up there were subsidized by the government, so it was much cheaper. But that's not bad.
Yeah, we don't have a government down here to subsidize stuff, unfortunately.
Yeah, no. All right. Yeah, I'll take it.
All right, excellent.
Does it come with the tools, like the little side box with the tools?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's got the little toolbox there. This is for industrial use, right? So it's going to have the industrial set. I mean, it'll still work for like your standard vehicles and stuff, but it's really good. Mostly best for working around in sort of buildings and other infrastructure type items. But
yeah, it's what I usually do on my.
Yeah, see, it's perfect for you. Perfect for you. Money well spent.
It is. But if I were to want to use it to help to fix a car, any add-ons or supplement I would need, like a program or
no. It's all set up for that. Just the tools. I mean, and it's if you've got an automotive toolkit, you've got a toolkit. I mean, that's all it just comes with a toolkit, and this one came with an industrial toolkit. That's all.
All right. Looks back to Gertrude. We got that stuff, right? We don't need that. All right.
So here, let's see here. What's your you got your device there? Is that because I gotta shoot the ownership over.
Oh yeah. And he's like looks around and he's like, yeah, fuck it. He takes out his deck and he's like, it's an older model, but it still works pretty well.
Okay. Well, if you're ever looking to upgrade, I could probably help you out there too. But here we go.
I don't have that kind of money, sir, but I appreciate the offer. I'll keep that in mind.
I mean, upgrades are not just like a whole new deck. There's things we can do these days. You got all kinds of things, little toolkit parts and stuff. You can add a little bit of functionality and what have you. But for now, let's just get this ownership tapped over to you, and we'll get you going. There you go. All right, she's all yours.
All right. Hey there, little buddy. And he taps it on the head.
That's a guy after my own heart right there. Now, what about you, little lady? What can I do for you?
Gertrude definitely laughs at being called little lady.
By his dwarf.
By his dwarf, yeah. And she says, well, Hardwire told me that you might be able to help me with some specialized armor for my van.
Ooh, what kind of van you got?
I got a GMC Endurance. She's a little banged up, needs a little TLC. I've done all I can for her, but I'd like to get some concealed armor. I don't want to scare the kids when I'm driving the van around, but
Yeah, well, see, a lot of folks like working on them newfangled, all the next level stuff because it got all the whiz bang gear and everything. But I tell you, GMC Endurance, something that's just like, a workhorse, salt of the earth kind of vehicle. I really enjoy that because there's a lot you could do with it. Just a lot of space. I definitely would like to see this Endurance you got. You got it parked out and he steps out of the garage. Okay. Well, let's go take a look. And he lopes over to Darcy. Looks like a little bit of corrosion here. That's a lot more common in the zone than folks would think, huh?
That was the part I couldn't buff out.
Yeah, well, we'll take care of that for you here. That's easy enough. And yeah, you don't have a lot. Interesting. There's a lot of space here to work. It's mostly a blank canvas. I could, yeah, concealed armor. That's what you're looking for to start. Just so this kind of mess doesn't happen again. Okay, let's give you a little bit of an estimate here. How much is that gonna run? I got to do some tabulations. Luckily, I can just do them right in my head here. I got installed. Got lots of things installed. It's really useful stuff. Let's see. TMC endurance needs armor. Deet. No. Run it down a little bit of price. Let's see here. Armor. Carry the 5. Okay, let's see. So we can plate it up. It's going to run you about $3,000 per level or weight class of armor that we're going to be putting on. So I can starts at 3,000 is a little bit, but kind of covering the front and the back and the main panels on the side, and then it just kind of goes up from there. And I mean, this is a beefy boy. So you put a lot on there. So how much you wanting to spend?
I was looking to start. This is something that we could upgrade again later, yeah?
Certainly, because it's about panels, so we want to place the panels where they'll do the most, but then eventually you want to shore up your weaknesses.
So I was looking just to start about halfway from what you can handle and just use that as a starting point.
Let's see that. I can do. So halfway will cover most of the main panels. We will get you about looking like at about 21 grand for the armor.
Okay, that was a little more than I was expecting, but
let me double check and see how much of this you can put on. I'm pretty sure you can put on a lot. Okay.
Yeah, I think the max is 6.
Oh, yeah, I was reading that wrong. I was looking at the thing. So it's actually 6,000 is for half of what the max is.
Okay.
So we'll walk that back. Yeah, so 6,000, put that on there. I mean, we could get fully up armored for 12 and but 6 if you want to get just the most important parts covered now.
Actually, since we're here, let's go ahead and just do the whole 12.
Sure thing. Full 12 it is. With that, then I could have that ready for you in about 5 days. You need a loaner?
I would need a loaner. Yes, she's sort of my baby girl.
Oh, she. Pardon me before. Okay, so yes, all right. Well, well, this lucky lady's good hands, and we'll get you something to drive around. It's not the nicest, but it'll get you from point A to point B and back again in one piece, so long as you don't run into any gangers or humanists or bugs or ghouls or uh, you know, just try to keep it low key. And we'll go ahead and take care of the damage for you. I need to work with some of them panels anyway to get the armor on, so we won't even worry about that. How's that sound? Yeah.
That sounds great.
All right, great. Got a what is this on top of the back here?
This is our very lovingly bare bones, I guess, drone rack up there.
Oh yeah, we put that together in a
I forgot about that until like 5 minutes.
rush for the last mission.
Well, that's actually pretty ingenious.
Yeah.
A little bit of I mean, that's like a sort of a homemade contraption. Wow, that's I wouldn't know what to. I mean, it'd be custom job to do anything with it. But if you want me to eventually one day, I mean, we're to get the armor for now, or whoever that could probably. Anyway,
that's Crater's handiwork, so probably best leave it to him because only him knows.
Down at the Maker Collective, he used to be a rocket scientist.
That's what he says.
Yeah, it's a true story. There was an extraction. Went kind of south. Too bad for him. But he's still kind of got it. Yeah.
In his own way.
It's a focus thing now. I think that's keeps him from being able to operate at the top echelons like he used to. But he's still good for the collective, and he's doing, in my opinion, much better things. So let's get you the keys to the beater over here. Here you go. You now have a Ford AmeriCar. Dun, dun, dun. It's like a 10-year-old Ford AmeriCar. But it's not rusting out anywhere, and it's got 4 wheels. So. And yeah, with that, he gets Darcy pulled up to the garage and lets you know that he'll have her ready in 5 days' time, and he'll give you a call.
Okay, that sounds awesome. I appreciate it.
All right. Time passes. You pick up Darcy. Training happens.
Yeah, it's going to spend a little bit of time driving his little drone around, so he gets better at
drone driving. Yes.
Yeah. Come on, Bruno. Do the thing.
Nico initiates into the deeper mysteries. All is quiet in Chicago. It's the end of the spring. It's just about getting into summertime. And real quick before we go any further, quick check-in on everybody. This next scenario, we probably won't get to that part today, but we might, does deal a little bit in domestic violence. So I want to check in with all the players and make sure that they are okay to continue.
Yep.
And also trigger warning to our audience that this does have some domestic violence in this particular module that we're moving into. And when we get to that scene, I will remind everyone again so that if anyone needs to tune out for that part, they'll have ample warning. With that, it's warm. The wind blows in off the lake, so it's not muggy. It's the temperature-wise, it's pleasant, but the lake doesn't smell its best these days. So there's a little bit of that you're contending with. Gertrude, you get a call on your comm link.
Okay. I will
The
answer.
call is from. Let me double check. Close all your things. Why do I do that? Okay. There we go. Yes, it's a call, and the caller ID is whatever you put in for Sid Gambetti.
It was probably Sid Gambetti. It's probably just, it might be in parentheses, loud guy or fast talk guy, something along those lines.
So you pick up?
I do.
Hey! Oh, wow. Hello, guys. I'm so glad someone finally answered. I mean, yes. Hi. Of course, you answered. I got work for yous. What? Yeah, I tried to call some of the other folks, but they weren't picking up. So I'm probably really busy. I get it, you Shadowrunner folks. Out there just being damn heroes and stuff. Look, I got something I need you to take care of. If you could maybe gather up folks and you guys can come on down here to the vault and meet up with me. I really appreciate it, and got a lot of cred for you guys, and you know, it'll be good. It'll be good for you. It'll be good for me. It'll be good for everybody.
Okay. Are we fighting anybody this time?
Well,
I mean, like last time there was this little kerfuffle, and your guy wanted to punch us.
my guy,
The angry guy.
You know, I mean, there's there's a lot of machismo, going on around here. Yeah, sometimes just things happen, but that wasn't my guy. Was it my guy?
I feel like it was your guy. Maybe he wanted to be your guy. I'm not sure. I'm not clear on the details. Someone wanted to punch us and maybe fight in a ring?
Oh, yeah. I mean, if he's my guy now, he wasn't my guy at the time.
That seems fine then.
All right, great. So just rally up whoever you got and bring them on over to the vault and find me in my office.
Okay. I'll gather the crew.
Very well. With that, he hangs up.
And I will send out a group chat that says, Sid has a job for us. Y'all available for me to come pick you up to head over and talk to him?
Do we have to deal with Matt Rath again?
I tried to ask you that.
Wasn't Matt Rat the guy that was in the ring? That the asshole was someone else, I believe.
I couldn't remember what his name was, so I didn't want to blame someone unnecessarily.
I wasn't on the scene. I just saw the footage from someone's.
So who was it that body slammed Kaida?
It was some other dude. He talked about like an orc, and Matt Raff is an elf.
Wait, somebody body slam Kaida? He didn't tell me about that.
Yeah. I doubt.
Of course he didn't.
Like he got ragdolled. It was bad. It was like there was this old movie, like The Adventures, and then so you remember that part where like the Hulk grabs Loki, slams him all over the place.
Yeah, but didn't Kaida like took control of him after and made him punch his own face to the ground?
Oh, that guy. Oh yeah, I know about that guy. Kaida told me.
Okay, he told you just the later part, not the first.
No, he told me the whole story. I just had to put it in context. He said something about making your enemies suffer and never accepting mercy. And mercy is a word that we can't put in our vocabulary. He told me some things like that.
I mean, I'm gonna have to be honest. After that time, took me a few weeks to get used to Kaida being around, knowing he could do that kind of shit. That's scary as fuck.
Well, what makes you think that I can't do those kind of things?
Can you? I mean, I haven't seen you do that yet.
Listen, it's all of this. This is a relationship on mutual trust. I can do things. You can do things. I mean, who knows? You could hack my life. He could cut my head off while my face is turned. It's a trust thing. I learned that in my adulting class.
Adulting 101.
That's what it was called.
Yeah.
Well,
can you send me your notes? I think I need a couple courses.
Do you guys need me for the meet? I kind of had a thing tonight that I don't know. I could forget about that. The Montreal Assassins are brawling against. Let me check. Don't remember who, but I got.
You go to Assassin's Brawls?
No, it's not. It's a urban brawl game. They're playing the New Orleans Tombstones. That's just how they called. I mean,
Assassins don't brawl.
I mean,
they live such an interesting life. Assassins brawls and tombstones.
That's
urban
sport.
brawl. Urban brawl.
I know what urban brawl is. It's the sport that he's all crazy about. I know.
No, he's crazy about a few sports.
Well, it's a sport that it's basically football in the future has been replaced in terms of excitement and what everybody always wants to watch. Football has been replaced by urban brawl. So,
but I mean, we can go to the meet if it's early enough. I'll just may have to duck in early to set up the game for everyone else.
So, question, Etienne, is it that sports are more important than money?
I mean, it depends on the game and it depends on the money. I'm going to be frank with you.
That's an interesting response.
Tonight's is a pretty important game, but I guess I'll come with you and see how good is the money.
There is a popular saying that we work to live, not live to work.
That's well said, Satchel.
But the phrase doesn't say we live to watch urban brawl or work to watch urban brawl.
Hey, watching urban brawl is living. We work.
Playing urban.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'll just set the things up, and if we're not back in time, at least they know. I'll let them know that that I may be a little bit late. Kaizi can unlock the garage for the others. I'll just make sure that I have enough soy beers and soy chips for everyone.
This is true, Etienne. I learned in my adulting class that if an adult can't turn on a television and watch a game on their own, they're not ready for adulting.
Where do you take these classes? I'm just curious.
These classes are offered on the corner.
Udemy.
On the corner.
One of my gang liaisons is hooked me up with the adulting class. They told me that it would help me better to be the liaison that I need to be.
We heard you like liaisons. You put liaisons on your liaison so you can liaison while you liaison.
It's a network of liaisoning, yes.
While we're having this discussion, I'm driving to folks' various locations to pick them up.
Okay.
So we can continue this very important discussion.
So Etienne, you set everything up and you're gonna head over and find Kaizi and give her the key.
Yeah. And he's loading the fridge with much more beer than the last time because it wasn't enough. And Urban Brawl gets more people around than hockey because they don't know any better.
I mean, it's not the exterminators, but everyone does understand urban brawl, so they all agree that it's probably a more fun time to hang out. So you do get more than just the 5 people. So definitely party at Etienne's tonight.
Hey.
Except for you.
Hey.
Yeah, except for us that are going to be out.
Right. I knew that. I do that though. That's a test.
So yeah, you head over to the Angels, and Kaisi looks up. Hey, game's on in like an hour, so
yeah, right. It is, but I need to head out for a work meeting.
Oh,
yeah, that kind of sucks. So I'm not going to be around, but I trust you enough that you can watch the game at my place. I mean, I fix your threads, but it's kind of still banged up. I got a brand new one in my place. So
yeah, that'll be. I mean, your place is our place, so we were not going to mess it up.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, and we'll make sure that no one else that's invited does anything stupid.
Right.
Hopefully,
yeah. Go ahead.
Hopefully, it's just the meet, and maybe you just figure out what the job is, and then afterwards you can come back, and maybe you're not actually having to do any of the actual stuff till tomorrow or something.
Yeah, I hope so too. In the meantime, here's the keys. There's a drone in the garage just hanging out. You can ask him for stuff. His name is Bruno. I haven't had the chance to install the French language stuff on it, so you're going to be able to talk to him. So, you can ask him to bring beers and stuff. Just don't fuck him up.
All right, consider Bruno not fucked up.
All right, well, so cool. I hope that we can get back in time. If so, I'm gonna have Gertrude and Satchel and Nico with me, so we're gonna join.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, I like those guys, and Gertrude as well. Not a guy.
They're good people.
Yeah, no. Cool. So yeah, hopefully you're back in time, and
I hope so.
All right. Well, we'll see you later then.
Yeah, see you later.
And then you leave for Gertrude to pick you up.
And I do.
As you head to the vault, anything anyone wants to say before we get there?
So, how have you guys been?
Oh, dude, I've been watching Musashitron's Madness, and dude, I think, dude, he's been. Dude, I got to show you this thread, and then I kind of send him a copy of it. Like, dude, it's awesome. It's a part where he fights all these radioactive bug samurai. It's crazy.
That sounds pretty crazy indeed. Then you, Nico, you sitting in the new place properly?
Yes. I've learned to answer questions with yes.
Okay. That's fair. It's well, Gertrude, we saw each other not too long ago, so is the truck still at the guys, or are you picking us up in Darcy?
I assumed it was in Darcy, that enough time had passed that the repairs were done. Is that right, Danny?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, did you take out? Are we? So we're in Darcy now, right?
Yeah. If it's Darcy, he's gonna bring the drone then. So Bruno is with him and not still in the garage. Sorry, people. No drink serving drone. It was just
No
like
drink service drone. Damn, they're going to be so disappointed. They're going to teach it new tricks.
So after knowing that Darcy has been, in the shop, he goes and checks under all the seats and makes sure that the Super Warhawks are all still down there.
I mean, unless Gertrude moved them.
Oh.
I would have moved him before I took her over for repairs and then put him back.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
So they look like they've been moved, but they are still there.
Oh.
Are these guns active on the Matrix?
You tell me.
No. Okay. Just want to make sure that they weren't like, and
They
have.
They aren't, but it's because they have been turned off. You could turn them on.
Yeah, no, let's not do that. Someone could notice it and notice that they don't belong to us. Anyway, we can work on that later. I forgot about these guns that you have hidden all over the car.
Very important.
Should I not have?
No, it's a very good idea that you did that. It's just, with everything being connected to the Matrix, sometimes you have to make sure that it doesn't come and bite you in the ass.
Unless you like being bitten in the ass.
I mean, if that's your thing, that's more of a matter of.
I'm just saying, let's not ass bite shame, because we're past that. We're in an area of progression. It's 2070.
Nope, you're right. I've never understood that expression. We don't say it like that where I'm from, so I don't.
Maybe ass biters are marginalized, and we don't want to further oppress them. So let's not do that.
Oh my!
I always assumed it was like a snake, and it was full of poison, and that's why you didn't want it.
I mean, but if a snake is close enough to your ass to bite it, I feel you deserve to be bitten. They usually are like ankle biters or toe biters, calf biters, unless it's like a.
All right. Moving on from that. So, do we have any information about the job?
Maybe that we were the last on his list to call. That's about what I've got right now. That was the impression I got. And he said he tried to call some other people and nobody was answering. So I don't know what he did to have people not answer calls from him, but.
I mean, was he talking about all the runners, or just that he called like Kaida and Flea before?
He wasn't specific. That would make sense if he tried Kaida and Flea first.
Might have been.
They're better at talking.
Mm-hmm.
But here we are. So I figure worst case scenario, we just wasted some gas to get out here.
I would have called you first if that makes you feel any better.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Arriving at the vault, you pull in and park. It's a quieter evening at the vault. They just, there's an Urban Brawl game on. They don't tend to schedule during the Urban Brawl season on brawl nights. So heading over to the vault, it's minimal lighting. There's some people in there. There's a few, like people that are training or whatnot. They'll spar in the actual arena. You see Sid's office kind of off to the side. The door is closed. You see a light from inside is on, but you don't see anyone else kind of hanging around.
Do you want to knock, or should I?
I can knock. That's fine.
I'm good at knocking. All right. So knocking on the door. Hold on a second. You're shuffling, and then the door opens, and it's on a chain. Oh, opens it. Hey, you guys, come on in. Come on in. Have a. He dusts off some papers off of a box. Sit, and there's a chair there. And the office is what you'd expect. There's documents all over, not documents, but like flyers, like actual physical flyers kind of all over the place. There's a box full of a whole bunch of little RFID tags that you imagine are also some sort of advertising materials. His desk itself has, you see an AR sort of AR panel. For those of you that are image linked, you can see the AR panel, the device, and then there's a sort of a cardboard cover over the desk, but you see grease spots all over it. Obviously, he takes a lot of fast food meals here. And give us, anyone who wants to, a judge intentions check.
Everyone?
If you'd like, if you're paying attention, or,
Making this roll with judging intentions. Modifiers. Click and submit.
I don't see it. I don't see judge
It's
intentions.
right next to your stat in attributes. Just to the right of it, you're gonna have like just a little bit under your initiative. You have composure, judge intention, memory.
Yeah, gotcha. I was looking under skills.
Oh shit!
All right, so
You edged it, but
Oh
Yeah,
wow!
turn off your edge. Turn off your edge button.
Me?
Yeah,
Oh, it's still on from last week. I'm sorry. Can I keep that roll though?
But if you want to spend the edge,
I do not want it that.
You're still good. You still have. Okay, well, you still had 5. Yeah. So, he sits down and. Oh, I'm glad you're all here. I'm not sure what I would have done if you didn't pick up. Okay. All right. I have some folks. They're trying to lean on me pretty hard. They say they got some data on me. Regarding a fight I did a couple months ago. They said they're gonna release the data unless I pay up. And the thing is, these guys are they're putting pressure on me. They're real like thugs, real Cro-Magnon types. If you get my meaning. But what I'm trying to say is that they wouldn't be smart enough to put something like this together on me. I mean, they probably don't even care about the data of just trying to make a buck. Maybe they don't even have anything. They're just trying to scare me. But what I need you to do is go out there and find out who hired them. And then find that person and get the data from him, if there is data, whatever the data is. Rough him up a little if you want, because that's how you guys do. And then just make sure he doesn't ever want to screw with me again. Ever. Nobody messes with Sid.
okay.
I can pay you each 10 lodge. I know it's short notice. I was hoping for a little help from my friends.
I am definitely your friend for 10 large.
10 large being 10,000?
10 big ones. Yeah.
Each?
Each.
What you said something about like they have data on the fight you did. What does that mean?
I promoted a fight. I promoted. You know, I promote. I'm a fight promoter.
Yeah.
That's what I do. That's my day, right? And then on the side, I do
that
Shadowrun thing with you guys, huh?
Yeah. So how is that a problem that they have data on the fight you promoted? I don't
know. They're probably trying to set me up for some sort of something shenanigans.
Here's my question. You said that the dudes that collected the data aren't. You said they were Neanderthals, which is a bit.
I'm saying,
but you said they're not smart enough to.
Yeah, I'm saying the guys that like the ones that called and said, "Hey, you're gonna give us money, or we're gonna tell everybody this doctor stuff they got on me."
Okay. So now it's a doctor.
It's got to be. I'm just saying. Okay.
So that's my question, sir. Is that you think that somebody else is behind this? What if we find out that that's not the case? Are you going to try to not pay us?
Well, if it's not somebody else behind this, then they're the ones behind it, and then
that's all I wanted to know.
Make sure they, you do your thing with them. Punch them and shoot them.
Punch them and shoot them. Gotcha.
Magic.
And magic.
I mean, if that's how you do.
Is anybody good at punching people?
For $10,000, I will punch someone and shoot them with magic.
So what can you? Before we give you a definitive yes or no, what can you give us on these guys? What are we up against?
All right. I don't got a lot of information, but what I got is this. So they wanted me to drop off the cred at a bar called The Hole. It's up in the north side. The ganger who made the threat, that guy he called himself the Ogre. Trying to be scary, right? But you just know, guy calls himself Ogre, not very smart guy. That's all I'm saying. That's what I mean. He's not smart enough to, this is not the kind of guys that get the drop on Sid Gambetti. Someone else is behind this, I'm telling you. Someone else behind this.
Okay.
I just know it's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy. People are jealous of my success. I'm doing amazing things. So I got fights. I got Matt Rath. He's doing his thing. I got my finger on the pulse of the Shadowrun business going on. Project Take Back.
So I'm gonna message everybody. That I would really like to take this job because I like the prospect of shooting and punching people with magic for money.
Etienne is going to be like, he's going to answer your message like without even touching his phone or his deck. It's just you get an answer like, yeah, not bad. What do you know about this gang that he mentioned?
Well, he didn't actually mention a gang. He just mentioned a bar called The Hole.
The Hole, and a guy named himself the Ogre.
The Ogre.
So is this Ogre part of a gang, Mr. Slightly Neurotic?
Hey, I think you're onto something, kid. That's a good name for a fighter.
Yes,
Neurotic Ned.
As long as you make sure to give me royalties, I just want 2%.
Neurosis Ned.
That's even better.
That's better. Yeah, that's better. And also, I made that up. All right, so you inspired me. I was inspired by you. But
just give me a little.
No, you said neurotic.
I did.
That's got a C, and I liked it, but then I was like,
all right.
Neurosis.
Enough.
You just admitted in front of witnesses that I inspired you. I'm sorry. So, are they part of a gang? Okay.
Etienne is getting a little bit annoyed by all of that because he knows that there's a game waiting for him back at home. So he's like, okay, let's just get back
So anyway,
to the order
yeah,
thing.
okay.
The whole.
All right, so the ogre, the whole. That's all I know. I got to take the money down there, and then
What's the ogre's name again?
That's his name,
ogre.
the ogre.
The ogre. I'm gonna check my knowledge of Chicago gangs really quick.
There are probably 7 or 8 ogres in the greater Chicago sprawl.
Oh, I didn't roll Chicago Sprawl. I rolled Chicago gangs.
No, Chicago gangs, but in the Chicago sprawl, which is where all the Chicago gangs are.
Okay. And are any of them specifically named the ogre?
You don't think that anyone's mother named them the ogre?
Is this an ogre called the ogre?
Hey Ned. So this ogre, there's a lot of ogres in the sprawl, dude. And we don't want to beat up the wrong ogre, because then I'm just gonna tell him that you sent us, and you'll have bigger problems on your hands.
No. I'm Sid. Ned's. Never mind.
You said Neurosis Ned. Okay.
I'm not a fighter though.
Okay, I'm sorry, Sid. So,
right.
So Sid,
look,
which ogre specifically do we need to go find?
The one in the hole.
Yeah.
Do I need to do another roll for the ogre in the hole? Look, do I need to do another roll?
Real quick, it does occur to Gertrude that if it's in the north and it's a guy named Ogre, there's a good chance that the Horde knows maybe something about it. And not like contact level, but she does have, that's what she's doing in her place, is being a clinician for the Horde. Yeah. So it's not a contact per se, but you might be able to get some information that way. Yeah, I don't know anything else. They said you bring the money to the hole, and the guy's name was Ogre. That's what I got. You guys are Shadowrunners. Like, that's what you do. Like, I don't come to you and tell you to give me the best fighter to fight in the ring, because that's me. I do that. I make that happen. You find the guys and make them regret fragging with me thing happen. That's why I'm giving you 10 grand each.
So, Sid, Ned.
Yes.
What's your timetable on this?
It's got to be immediate. They're gonna ruin my reputation. I got a sterling reputation in this town. Sterling.
Which is why you called us first, right?
Well, that with the makeup, she just didn't answer. That's your friend, right? She was gonna.
Yeah, no, she's busy. She's busy right now.
I was trying to tease you about your sterling reputation. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at jokes.
Okay, that's fair. Some people.
Etienne is gonna look around the rest of the group. Is like, all right, God, are we doing that, or are we doing this, or?
Let can we go talk over here for just a second?
Yeah, it's
You could step outside of his office, or you can ask him to step outside of his office.
I don't know.
Let's go.
Yeah, there's some weird smells in here. Let's go step outside.
There are weird smells in there. Yes. All right, so you step outside. Again, there's not really anyone around.
Guys think?
So the hole is on the north side. It's in Horde territory, which is near where I live. So we might be able to talk to some folks up there and get some more information about what we might be walking into. Etienne, I know you want to catch the game, and I would love to watch it as well.
I mean, okay, Nico brought a good point earlier. 10K is 10K. I mean, good, interesting things could be done with all of that. So, I mean, I would do it. I just don't.
Just record it. You'll see the game later.
That's not the point. That's not the point. It's just to experience it with other. You know what? Let's not talk about it right now. We're working right now. Work. Adulting class. Circling back to that. Working. Right. But I don't know. I know this guy is always squirmy, but he seems extra today. So
I think that
I don't like that.
We should consider, just learning from our past, the lack of information going into this mission and how it could backfire on us, because we definitely almost died. And Gertrude. True. So I'm just throwing that out there. I don't really know what the solution is, but I'd like to know more information, but I want the money.
But usually how these things go, and once you agree to do the job, they're going to give you more information because they don't want to spill their beans all over
the floor.
Everybody that goes like, yeah, no, we're not interested, but it's good to know that you're against that gang or those people, or that you wanted people to do that. So, so that's why I'm asking bluntly, do you guys want to do that or not? Smells fishy, but I mean, after last time, everything seems to smell a bit weird. I don't know if it's the chemicals that burned the inside of my nose or.
Let's find which fight it was that they're trying to blackmail him over. That might give us a clue. But I mean, 10K to steal some data. We've stolen data for less.
But it's also steal data, punch, shoot, magic, intimidate.
Yes.
Yeah, we need to
which means that we're probably going to need a mask appearance spell consistently, just so that way this intimidation doesn't link back to us.
I mean, depending on the gang.
I'm just saying that already depletes some of our energy for the mission, because we'll be maintaining that spell.
True.
And we don't know what kind of firepower these people are going to have. I mean, I'm just saying, more information is great. I'm down with taking the job because I like to smoke.
Satchel, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm game. Like, it kind of reminds me of an episode of Fat.
Of what? Fat?
The Fugitive Apprehension Team.
I don't know what that is, but if you're happy with the job, I'm going to vote that as a yes. And as I said, I'd rather be watching the game. This is scary. I don't like his attitude right now. But 10K is 10K, so I'll eat my socks and go along with it. What about you, Gertrude?
Yeah. I think that we can do that, and we'll see what we can do about making it safer for us.
Yeah, okay. Get back in there then.
All right. As you all agree to turn and go back inside, and you open the door, whoever's in front sees Sid kind of sliding back behind his desk, still standing, and he kind of looks up. So, what do you think?
Well,
which fight was this?
They didn't say, so I gotta imagine it was well, there was a couple with the champ Matt, and they wanted to, and then there was the Bryson Garza match, and there was the
and you said the doctor things in there, so which what are they exactly pressing you about? What's the problem? They're claiming that you threw the game, the match. So and
Yeah, they said they've got some compromising data on me with and that if I don't pay up, that they're gonna put it out, and then I'll be done. I'll be done. That's what they said. Anyway, I don't know. If you want to judge intentions, the guy, you certainly can.
but didn't we do that when we walked in?
Right quick.
I mean, yes, he was very, very nervous and supremely squirrely. You do feel like he knows more than he's letting on, but you don't feel like he's lying.
You know what? I'm gonna use a NERPs on that because I have a bunch of those, and that's one of the only rolls from this session. So. Yeah, that didn't help much. So
Well,
can I read his aura?
You can. You can definitely read his aura. I mean, you have to roll dice.
I did.
Wow, you're doing a good job on that lately.
Nice. Level up.
I took those adulting classes.
He is super nervous. He definitely is scared about whatever's going on. And he's definitely super nervous, and he really you could tell that he really is wanting you to fix this so that he doesn't have to worry about it. So in that regards, he's very earnest and very genuine. This is a problem for him. He wants it to be solved. He thinks you're going to be able to do it for him. He's also got really high blood pressure, and probably should stop eating junk food so much because he's going to have a heart attack.
I just got all the tea, huh? Can I tell anything about how much he knows about the ogre?
You can tell that he's being careful. So you feel like he's holding something back. You don't know what that something is at all. But yeah.
All right, look here, Sned. We want to help you because we know you need our help.
All right, great.
But you got to tell us everything. We've gotten too many of these Shadowrun missions, and almost lost our legs, life, and limbs. Legs and limb are the same thing, but we're not going to talk about that. So we need you to tell us everything right now so that we're not walking into this situation blind. And don't lie to me, because I'll know I've got magic.
It's true. He has magic.
All right, look. Sometimes there's a lot of money that goes exchanges hands during the fights, right? You know, there's like some side betting, and sometimes because of that, things can it can affect some things. And sometimes you got to turn a blind eye to that. You know what I mean? But it's just a thing. It's a thing. Everyone does it. Yeah, everyone does it. So it's possible that they do actually have something that could not be the best look for me. Okay, that's
about the bettings.
About the bettings and the going and the peripheral stuff that goes on around all of that.
Hey, shoot us straight. What do they have? What do you think
I
they have?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
What do you think they have?
That's what they could have.
They could have something, information about you allowing side bets.
Right. But that's what they got. I mean, that's it. It's just small time stuff. This is like a personal thing between me and whoever's trying to shake me down. there's no, I mean, to my knowledge, there's no other thing. So, and they're just punks. They're punks. I mean, who hangs out at the Hole? It's a bar called the Hole. It's on the north side. It's going to be punks. They got a punk named Ogre. Go in there.
You know, you've been around here long enough to know that punks that get together can accrue kind of a fire powers and such and such. So I think, and he looks around, we're good for it. We'll do this for you. You gave us the name of a bar and a guy. We're gonna go and look around, see what we can find, and if we can solve that for you, the better. But if we ever encounter something that's not shaking down a guy, if few guys for some information and shit, that'll cost you.
I think we should do an upfront bonus for risks.
Okay.
Since there's so much that you don't know.
Okay. To cover the part about the parts I don't know. This means that you do the deal. There's no extra stuff then, right? So there's 10, and then because there's, who knows? It could just be the guys, but maybe I think there's something else to it. I don't think it's that big, but if it is, I'm throwing more in the pot now. That's my insurance. 8,000 total, so another 2,000 between each of these. 12 grand.
Wait. Oh yeah, okay.
12 each.
12 each if things go out of bounds.
No, yeah. Well, he's what he's saying is it's 12 each flat, whether it goes bad or not.
All right, 12
he's
each
saying
flat.
That's his insurance, right? All right.
I agree to those terms. I send that to everybody in the chat.
If you look at his aura, it very visibly there's a relaxing that happens that you've accepted the job. As we all know about punks, we do know that punks jump up to get beat down. And we also know that we are at the end of our time today. So we are going to come back next week and figure out what exactly is going on with Sid. Who's going to win the Urban Brawl match? Is Etienne going to be able to watch any of it? And
be watching it in the AR while he's shooting people.
And how much did Satchel retain from watching his various samurai trids? All that and more next week. In the meantime, thank you very much for joining us tonight. And anyone who's watching later on, if it's still February 2021, then you know that the Kickstarter is going on. That's www.remalternus.com/kick for the comic book Collinsworth's Clockwork Circus, which I wrote and was illustrated by Slobodan Jovanovic, amazing artist. And it's been doing really well. It got chosen by Kickstarter as a project we love, and it's got several pretty decent reviews. I'm very happy with them. And that's going on. We've got all of our other streams going on this week. Monday night yesterday it was Dresden. That's every Monday night, so tune in. We've got a new Dungeons and Dragons stream on Thursday. I believe that's at 8 p.m. Central. Fridays are our kind of community night, so everyone kind of gets together. We play a game, whoever's around. It's not just for cast, it's for anyone in the community. And then Saturday we have Dungeons and Dragons episodicals. Sunday we have Like Clockwork. This Sunday we're going to have a episode kind of centered around the comic from the Kickstarter, because those are set in the same world. And so we're going to do something special with that as we're coming up to the end of the Kickstarter. With our cast, we have Duryea has still every Thursday Talk It Out. What's going on?
We actually have next Wednesday. It's my birthday, and we're doing a 24-hour live stream, which will be a fundraiser because we are planning to film the very first Wonelli Media project. It's going to be a a web series. We're going to film the hopefully first 2 episodes, but definitely the first episode of it. It's called Flirting with Destiny.
Nice.
And it'll be cool. So that's going to be all day. We have like all kind of events. We have like a cooking stream. We have a Marvel speculation theory stream. We've got someone doing like video editing 101. We've got all kind of stuff all day. So come hang out with us.
Awesome. Yeah, and that's a Wednesday. So, a lot of us from REM will be there checking it out and hanging out with you all day. So if you're looking for any fun costume cosplay stuff, you can always look for Jen and the Geek Forge and try to see if you can get in on that schedule, because I hear it gets full sometimes. Yeah, that's what we got. So with that, thank you all for watching. Thank you to the cast. Thank you very much, Tom, for being our tech and behind the scenes, making sure everything is running smoothly. And he even got the new Shadowrun missions cover up for 5 on the ball. Appreciate that. And we will see everybody next week.
Much love.
Bye-bye.